Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship rehab.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things. You know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you. And then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and yes, we are live one more again, and we are going to have a great show tonight. I'm so excited to be here. I'm glad that I'm able to, like they say in the church, I'm just glad to be in the house of the Lord just one more time. I'm just glad to be in the house of YouTube just one more time. Giving honor to Google, giving honor to Chrome, giving honor to Gmail, giving honor to... Giving honor to all the deacons of the internet. Shout out to the choir who led us in song this morning. And thank you to the announcement team. You guys did such an amazing job. And I'm just so happy to be here in the house of YouTube one more time. So I just want to say thank you guys. It's been a few days. I'm going to tell y'all, I was kind of salty. I was a little offended. I was a little hurt. And I just did, I put a lot into this. And I love doing these shows. I love being here with y'all and talking. And I put so much hard work into that show I did talking about Bruno the Chimp and his boys, how crazy they went. And that goddamn A&E flagged my show and said that it was copyright infringement and YouTube supported it. You talking about some bullshit if you ain't never seen none. I can't believe that it was that terrible, that they did me that terrible. I was hurt. because I had a good time doing that show. And they just came and just dogged me out and said, nope. They turned my show back on, but they ain't giving me no monetization or nothing. It was just great commentary, man. I'm telling you, boy, but what can I say? I did what I was supposed to do. I saw something and I talked about it, and it was good. I had a good time. The people who was watching it had a good time. And those damn internets, they turned me down and they punched down on me, as Dave Chappelle would say. They punched down on me. It shut me down. Why? Why would you do that to a brother? It's Black History Month. Y'all should be letting niggas get away with murder. Well, actually, one of them almost did, but tonight's show, you gonna see that he didn't. But I'm just saying, I had a great time. If you have not seen the show, it's back up now. So if you have not seen the chimpanzee attack show, I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Go and watch it. It is definitely a classic. Some of my finest work. And good old YouTube shut me down. They punched down on me. I'm just saying. So if you get a chance to go catch it after this show, please catch it. Let me give a shout out to some of the people in the chat before we get started. Shout out to my man Smitty. He said, hey, live. Shout out to my brother Vashawn E. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Vashawn E. Let's see. How many years is that? I go back, shit. If I'm 48 now, is it 40 years? V, correct me if I'm wrong. Because 8th grade, that's around 3rd grade. I think that's when you started going to Metcalf, right? I want to say me and Vashawn known each other for 40 years. If not, it's damn near close. I know it's at least, what is it? It's at least 30, 35, easy. But we go way the fuck back. We go way back. Shout out to my brother, though. Shout out to Illa Dre. He said, hey, Brian. Calvin Dickinson, what up, brother? Don Joe. I like it. I see it. Brian, you got to push the time back. I'm trying to watch you both. Yeah, always try. Hey, look, I was watching Tommy too, man. But I know that I hadn't gone live in so long. I said, it's been too many days. I gotta go today. I was enjoying the show too. And hey, if you ain't watching me now, or if you catch me live later, it's all good. That's my brother. And it's all good, Jack. I love watching them too. And I understand. So shout out to both of y'all. I mean, shout out to my brother Tommy, and shout out to all y'all that watches us both. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to my man Poco 29. He said, hey, what's up? Kim Hamlet. Shout out to They Call Me B. Hey there, They Call Me B. Ain't seen you in a while. TW, is that the Wonder Woman 1984? I just realized what that is. All this time, I've been thinking, oh no, Wonder Woman is WW 1984. Yeah, I still don't know what TW 1984 is. So shout out to TW. The Miss Bells, what's happening? Jim Johns, he said, Brian, your show is the only one I'll turn Tommy off. Hey man, I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Gino B. What up? We got action. Time for some action. Shout out to Jim Johnson, Calvin Dickinson, Gino B, my sister April. What's going on, baby sis? And also to Enter the J Swift. He said, me and my guys was laughing our behinds off at work. I'm telling you, man, that show was hilarious. I enjoyed myself. Shout out to Catherine Smith. And shout out to Darcy Miller. Shout out to Marcelika Chika. Hey, shout out to Gunny Sergeant, U.S. Marines retired. Oh, TW, your initials. That's what's up. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I want to go ahead and get into this show because this was really interesting. And one of the things that made me do this was when I saw the video, the initial video, maybe about a week or two ago. But then I saw the actual interaction between the officer who got shot initially, and it blew my mind. It blew my mind to the point to where I'm like, dude, these police officers, and I keep telling y'all this, all my fellow officers and people who know police officers, please send these shows to them and have them watch my show. Please, especially when I do these breakdowns, because I'm so tired of police officers getting put in bad situations, getting shot, getting killed, or whatever the case may be, and things happening to them because they're too concerned about the status quo and what the cancel culture will do to them, to the point to where they're sacrificing their safety for this job. They're sacrificing their lives unnecessarily. Now, there is a great risk that comes along with being a police officer, but these guys are definitely putting themselves. No, I did not, but I will check my Cash App right now. Yes, I will too. But police officers are putting their lives on the line, and when they don't have to, and they're getting hurt, and some of them are getting killed because of it. And I'm tired of it. I'm definitely tired of it. Yes, I did get that $25. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shout out to they call me B, hit your boy with the $25 for the officers. But I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And anybody else, please feel free to hit that Cash App. Let me see. I ain't got to post it up. I'm gonna post it up in the chat in just 1 second. But that was one of the things behind me doing this. It's like, I don't want to see police officers getting hurt unnecessarily because they're trying to make other people who have not been police officers feel good about what they do and how they do it. I just don't. I don't like it. I'm tired of it. And I want these officers to start saying, hey, I got to do what it takes to make sure I go home. Plain and simple. And I understand the climate of police officers today and being a police officer today. Some of y'all, hey, I get it. It's tough. But I'm telling you like this. I'd rather you lose your job than to lose your life. I'd rather you lose your job and getting because of cancel culture and having some politician, fire you, as opposed to you losing your life, because you can always go to another police department. You can always go and get another job and do something else. Private security, I don't care. But I would rather you do that than to put yourself on the line and lose your life, or to get, permanently injured because you didn't want to offend some group, or you didn't want to offend some woke group that's trying to tell you how to do a job that they've never done. That's just my thing. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and I'm going to play these videos and we are going to get it in. But first, my favorite part of the show. Come on, baby.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Yeah, buddy.
As I stand here, shot in the line of duty, and a woman in the hospital after being shot in the line of duty, and a woman has been critically injured. The scene is in West Phoenix, as was mentioned. It's still active, but we wanted to update you on what we know so far. Please remember, this is a preliminary investigation and things could change rapidly. Phoenix Police was called to a shooting at a home near 51st Avenue in Lower Buckeye. As one of our officers approached to help, a suspect opened fire, striking him multiple times. There was a baby in the home who at some point was placed in a carrier and placed outside.
I just saw that your message, No Brash. You said this actually hit home. I knew one of the cops that was shot. Well, I'll be damned. Wow.
Officers went to bring that baby to safety. The suspect continued to shoot, firing and striking 4 other officers. At that time, our officers returned fire. The suspect then barricaded himself in the home, and right now, our special assignment unit is taking the lead on the scene, and as I mentioned, the scene is still active. To bring to your memory, less than 2 months ago, Phoenix Police Officer Tyler Moldovan was shot in the line of duty and is still fighting every day to recover. This is just one more example of the dangers our officers face every day, keeping us and our community safe. If I seem upset, I am. This is senseless, it doesn't need to happen, and it continues to happen over and over again. But I'm thankful that our 4 officers are recovering, and one of them is seriously hurt but is on the road to recovery. I want to remind everyone to keep law enforcement at the top of your thoughts and prayers, and a reminder of how dangerous this profession is. Thank you.
We're going to be providing additional information as the morning develops. As you can imagine, this is a very fluid situation. We have multiple officers shot. We have an active scene in the West Valley. Sergeant Andy Williams is on scene in the West Valley, and we'll be providing additional information later this morning, including the ages and years of service of our officers. If anybody has any generic questions, I may be able to answer them now. Again, this is a very active investigation in the early stages.
The woman who was critically injured, how was she related to the incident?
We don't know yet. This is still active. We're still trying to figure out who's related to who and what led up to this shooting.
What was the original call? Why were officers there?
So the original call was a call of a shooting, and our officers responded, and our first arriving officer was struck by gunfire.
Is that baby okay?
The information I have is the baby is okay. Again, we're going to be providing additional information as the morning develops. Thank you all.
All right, so to recap, 51st Avenue and Broadway, that's the scene that you see there on the left-hand side of the screen. That's where officers responded several hours ago to a call of a shooting right around 51st Avenue and Broadway at a home there. The story gets murkier, though, because there are reports that there was a baby in a carrier, a baby seat. Mm-hmm. And at that point, officers, even realizing that one officer had already been hit in the gunfire from this gunman, 4 other officers are then hit in the gunfire trying to save that baby's life. And Chief Cherry Williams with just a brief statement. So we are going to continue to follow as this story unfolds.
He said, straight Sith Mill said, why is it just lady cops? Because all the real cops are out in the field getting their asses shot off? That's why? Wait a minute. Is it hard to... Let me turn the volume up. Make sure. It seems like it's hard to hear me. Hold on. Because I'm hearing myself. And it don't sound like I'm loud. Hold up. Wait a minute. There, is that better? Let me see. Check, check, mic check. No, it still seems like it's too low. How about now? Is that better? That seems a little bit better. I don't know, but it seems like it's low. Hold on. Hold up. Wait. Yep. Keep telling y'all I be having problems because of my son. My son like to come in here and fool around with my settings. Okay. I think that's better. Yeah. Channel threshold. Yeah, okay. I guess that's good enough. We can get by. We can get by. All right, we can get by on that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to pull up the actual shooting, and then I want to pull up the whole standoff. So give me 2 seconds for that. I just need to change this over to this guy because I want you guys to see what happened, and then we'll go through and check this out and watch this break. Now, this happened in only like 20 seconds, 25 seconds, something like that. So when people talk about a lot of times saying, hey, why police officers always putting their hands on their gun? What you got your hand on your gun for? He ain't even did nothing yet. I ain't even did nothing. They got their hand on their gun. Well, let me show you why police officers put their hand on their gun. I always rested my hand on my gun. I did. It comforted me. It was like a comfort blanket. It made me feel good. It kept me in a state of mind where I felt like my life was gonna be okay. It was a comfort to me. But watch this. Come on. Come on. You're sucking on our own blood. Come on, bro. Come on.
Who's all in the house?
Huh?
Who's all in the house?
It's me.
Who's you?
I've been shot. 999. See that? Now, I know most of you people will look at this and be like, damn, I was fucked up. Man, that was unavoided. Man, I can't believe he did that. Right, but here's the thing. The officer got that call, and the call was, woman has been shot. So if I get a call and somebody tells me that somebody's shot in a house, woman is shot, I'm on the way, here I come, I show up, here I is, the first thing I'm doing is I'm gonna have my gun out. Because I don't know who the fuck the shooter is, and I don't know if the shooter's still there. But because because police officers are so busy trying to keep people at ease and make people feel good, he's showing up, asking questions, and not really assessing the situation, trying to be the nice guy. When he should have came out there, tucked ready, said, hey, I got somebody with a gun. Let me see your hands, motherfucker. That's what he should have been saying. If I come up on the scene and there's shots fired, if I pull up on the scene, 2 people shot, 1 person shot, I'm getting out my car tucked ready. Let me say that again. Police officers, you arrive already at a shots fired. You arrive with an officer shot. You arrive, woman shot, man shot, uncle shot, granddaddy shot, cousin shot, grandmama shot, my sister's baby mama on my grandfather's side shot. Anybody that is shot, shots fired, shooting, possible gun. Get the fuck out your car and go tuck ready. Fuck what these people talking about. Yes, you should have a sense of urgency. Yes, you should be trying to find out what's going on and ask 1,000,001 questions if need be. All I'm telling you is ask those questions tuck ready. And when a motherfucker do say, why you got your gun out, officer? Say, hey, motherfucker, because shots is fired. Is it you? Matter of fact, let me see your fucking hands. I ain't got no gun. I just got my camera out. Well, shut the fuck up and let me do my job. I'm so sick of police officers putting their lives in unnecessary trouble and unnecessary danger because they trying to be nice because what a nigga might say with a camera. Because of what some fucking punk ass activist might say watching a video playing Monday morning quarterback. This whole cancel culture, these woke groups and all that shit, they getting people fucking killed. Plain and simple. There's no way in the world that officer should have arrived at that place and not been tuck ready, especially being by himself. And he's not tuck ready with shots fired or person shot already. Fuck that. Y'all better stop playing around with these motherfuckers and start showing up ready to rock and roll because you never know when it's going to be time for your own guitar solo, motherfuckers. I'm so sick of people being in these situations. I'm so sick of officers being hurt in these unnecessary situations because they trying to be nice to these woke niggas. They trying to appease the woke groups. Fuck all that. Them woke groups ain't showing up to them calls. You are. Till I start seeing Black Lives Matters show up to a motherfucking shots fired call, then you got something to say. Till I start seeing all of these police, what do they call them? Police review boards. Till I start seeing y'all motherfuckers show up to these calls, shut the fuck up talking to me. And I'm telling you police officers, tell them I said it. Shut the fuck up with all that woke shit. Shut the fuck up with all that Black Lives Matter shit. Because when it comes down to Black Lives Matter, that nigga don't think they matter because he's shooting a motherfucker on sight. That man had nothing to do with whatever the fuck he got going on. I don't give a fuck if he crazy. I don't give a fuck if he got mental issues. I don't give a fuck. He got a gun. That nigga needs to be put the fuck down. Period. I don't give a fuck what his family say. I don't give a fuck what his uncle say. He needed some type of help with he needed some other type of resource like a mental health. Well, until he do, tuck ready, and if he pull on you, put him down. If y'all know he had mental issues, you motherfuckers should have got him help weeks ago, months ago. If y'all know he take meds and he must have not been taking his meds, fuck that got to do with me. Just let that shit sink in for a minute. You got these crazy motherfuckers who living amongst their relatives, who know that they fucked up, who know that they got mental problems, but yet and still they call the motherfucking police who ain't got shit to do with the situation to come fix the situation, but they want them to fix it the way they want them to. Excuse me, I got a cold. I know he got issues. Then what the fuck why y'all calling me then? Cause we can't handle him. He done already shot her. So what the fuck you expect me to do? I tell you what I expect you to do. Shoot that motherfucker. Now you motherfuckers say, man, that's cold-blooded, man. He don't care about black people. Man, he a cool. I don't give a fuck if you black, white, purple, Asian, Hispanic. I don't give a fuck. Crazy motherfucker show up with a gun. Crazy motherfucker needs to get a gun response. Plain and simple. This shit about people wanting people to deal with these crazy motherfuckers with guns and knives and all this shit, and you want me to take the non-aggressive de-escalation approach, you better call a motherfucking psychiatrist. You better call a psychiatrist, call you a crisis worker. If you call the police, you calling an armed fucking professional to come and take care of some fucking business that you obviously can't take care of. He done slapped Granny 4 times and he got a knife. He done kicked his girlfriend down the stairs. She pregnant and he got a gun. What the fuck you expect me to do? Come and put this nigga in timeout? Fuck out of here. This crazy motherfucker's at the door waving in the police. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. And as soon as the motherfucker get close enough, you notice that, right? He wasn't too crazy the way he was just shooting randomly. He let him get close enough so that he wanted to try to kill him. He wanted to kill that man for no fucking reason. Then when they do that, when the motherfucker's successful, then all his family gonna do is shrug their shoulder. He needed help. Oh, but what the fuck about that officer's kids? What about it's 9 officers hurt because of this crazy ass nigga? What about that man's kids? What about that man's wife? What about that man's loved ones? What about that man's brother, his mother, his father, his cousins, his aunties, his uncles? They just supposed to miss this nigga, huh? Because he had problems. We couldn't get him no help. He wouldn't take his medicine. Okay, you don't want to take your medicine? I got a pill for your ass to take. Here. Yeah, you don't want to take his medicine. He don't want to take your medicine. Here, here go a pill. Here go a pill for you. Take this. Take this. See if this make you feel better. See if this stop your crazy. That's what you need to do. Motherfucker don't want to take their pills. Give them this pill. Give him this pill. Give him this motherfucker. This is a 40 cal lead. Take this. Take this hollow point. See if you feel any better. See if this gets you to act right. That's what these officers need to be doing. Because I'm not playing with you and your crazy ass loved ones. If y'all can't calm him down and he know y'all motherfuckers, what makes you think I'm going to be able to calm him down? What tactics do I have to calm this motherfucker down? Y'all do realize that even in the crazy house, they got orderlies who got to wrestle with a motherfucker because he don't have a weapon. So now this dude got a gun, or this crazy motherfucker got a knife, and I show up and I'm supposed to do what? Some Steven Seagal shit and throw his ass down? No. Here go my cigar right here. You ever seen how quick a motherfucker sober up when they get shot? Trust me. It's a liberating experience. That old crazy ass nigga come outside. Fuck y'all. I'm gonna kill all y'all. Pop, 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 pop. Oh Lord. Oh, help me. Help me, please, sir. Sir, help me. Yeah, that's what happens. They sober up real quick. Look at this again. Watch what this motherfucker do. Come on. Come on.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Come on.
What's all in the house?
Come on. He's asking him what's in the house. Look at this nigga, huh? Y'all see this nigga with no shirt on, sitting back with the gun in his left hand. You see that shit, right? Baiting them in, reeling them in. Come on, hurry up. Come on.
Who's all in the house?
Who's all in the house? Just me, lying ass nigga. Lying ass nigga. What the fuck do this man got to do with anything that's going on? Right, nigga got a square in his hand. He's smoking a square in his right hand, pistol in his left. Ain't up to no earthly good. Watch what he do. See that shit? Now you tell me what crisis worker know how to handle this shit. You tell me what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Show me what non-lethal approach do I take with this. Come on, all you woke sons of bitches. Tell me what the fuck kind of de-escalation tactic works right here. You couldn't see the gun from a distance. You can't, Poco. I hope that's a typo, but you can't. You couldn't see that this guy had a gun. He's about maybe 6 feet away from this dude now. 6 to 8 feet, easy. What you gonna do? No warning, as Biggie would say. He just ups thing and begins to shoot, period. Thank God he's a terrible shot. But as soon as he shot him, as soon as he started shooting, he hit the man in his arm. Just so happens to be his what? His shooting arm. Here's my point. When you got your gun out already, you can do what's called a transition to your weak hand or transition to your off hand. You can't see that gun, Poco. There's no gun there, sir. There's no gun there. I'm looking closely. You cannot see no fucking gun there. Look, matter of fact, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna take myself out this shit. You tell me where the fuck this gun is at that this nigga got. You can't see no goddamn gun. You still can't see no goddamn gun. And if you talking about from right there, nigga, please, man, he look closely. Well, I tell you what. Look at how far away he is. Do you see the background, sir? It's pitch black in the house. That's that right, April. That's that nigga gut that you see. How are you going to see that? Could he have the gun in his hand? Yes, he probably does. You can't see that with a black background, man. Trust me. You can't see that shit. You can't. Look, let me tell y'all something. See, this because you ain't never worked at night as a police officer. You can't see it from there, dude. You can't. You're not going to see that gun to the point to where you can clearly identify. And let me tell you something. If a motherfucker can identify a gun in that nigga hand from here, that nigga needs to be working at Stark Industries because he must be a fucking Avenger. That's all I'm telling you. If you can see a gun, I'm telling anybody. If anybody can see a gun in that man's hand from this distance at this time of day, in that exact same situation, if you can see that gun, Poco, your ass needs to be working at Stark Industries because you are obviously a fucking Avenger and you got some powers that need to be helping to save the world. Just saying. You got it. If you can see that gun from here, because I'm telling you what you're seeing here in the video, we are looking for it. Right, Dion Price, I see a honey bun. Nigga, I don't see shit but a lit square. That's all I could see was a fucking square. There's no way if I could identify a gun from that distance, do you know how far away this dude is from him? This nigga's at least 300 feet away from him right now. There's no way you can identify that Unless you fucking Superman and you got that fucking X-ray vision. Right, exactly, no brass. You can't identify that.
Come on, bro. Come on.
And even here, it's still low light to no light situation. Unless he's shining that light on that man's hands, he got a chance. But you can clearly see that he's not doing that. Because he's not expecting it. He's just not. Hell yeah, if right, no brass, if you can see that, you're a better cop than me. You're a better cop than I ever could imagine. Than I ever was. You need to be working nights at Chicago PD, nigga, if you can see that gun.
Who's all in the house?
Huh?
Who's all in the house?
It's me.
Who's you?
There it is.
No. I've been shot. No.
And that's pretty much what happens. And here's my thing. If he would have got out, tuck ready. And for those of you who, matter of fact, let me show y'all what the fuck I mean when I say tuck ready. Hold on. Hold up. If this shit don't let me move. There we go. So let me show y'all what tuck ready means. That means you out the car, your gun is unholstered, and you're here. You're tucked, your gun is tucked, and you're still ready. Finger is on the slide, not anywhere close to the trigger or the trigger well. You ain't nowhere near it, but you're here. And you're getting out, you got your light. Did I take my flashlight out of here? Where my goddamn flashlight at? Where my flashlight? I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. That's my old one. God dang it. I ain't got my flashlight. But anyway, I use my lighter. But anyway, you got your flashlight here, right? And the reason why you hold your flashlight up here is because if you're in a situation to where you get physical or you turn in a corner, if you're clearing a house, you got a hand up to help protect yourself. So that's why your flashlight's always up. But you should be up like this, getting out, trying to see what's going on. Hey, wait, was somebody shot? There's a shooter here? Where's the shooter? Where's the shooter? Where's the shooter? Who's the shooter? Sir, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your fucking hands. But the thing is that you're here. So if this guy does decide to aim and shoot at you, you don't have to worry about unholstering, pulling, presenting. You're here already. Come on, motherfucker. Boom, I'm right here. I can return fire. Because I'm already here. I ain't pointing it at nobody, but this is a hostile situation, goddammit. That's how you be. That's how you should arrive. Tuck ready. That ain't got this is not threatening, but this is definitely being ready for whatever kind of fuck shit you got going on. Tucked in, ready to go. Because if something does happen like this, something does go left like it did, you are at least able, even though you don't get the first shot off, you are at least able to return fire. Because if he got shot in that hand, even if there's a chance of him dropping that gun, could have, but him being shot, he still has a chance to transition to his offhand, as opposed to being shot and ain't even got his gun unholstered, because he may not be able to do it now at this point. But at least his gun is out and he's tuck ready. Like now, if he had a gun like this, see how my slide is shiny like that? Yeah, it's sexy. I know it is, motherfucker. One of the sexiest Glocks you ever see, baby. But even though it's shiny like this, you can see that in the light. Yep, you can see that. That's gonna reflect some light. It's visible. Yep, you can see it. That's just what it is. I ain't a killer, so I ain't running up robbing niggas, so this don't matter to me. When I pull this out, I'm pulling it out for defense. I'm pulling it out because I got to. I'm not pulling it out because I'm coming to get a motherfucker. I ain't coming to knock on your door to rob you or nothing. Them days of my life are over. I'm in a different space in my life now. Thank you, Lord. But if you in a situation to where you have to pull your gun out and you arrive on a shots fired, you damn sure by yourself, you need to arrive tucked ready. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Now, I want to watch the whole standoff because there's a baby involved. There's a woman who gets shot. Her brother, well, actually, she got killed. Her brother is there. There's a child involved. There's a standoff and all this kind of crazy shit. And then the dude, he has the nerve to kill himself to get out of the way of it. Ay, mama, he killed himself. He killed himself after all of that. And it's just one of those things to where I just don't like seeing police officers being in situations where this kind of stuff happens. Damn, I thought I got rid of this. Hold on.
Who's all in the house?
Where this kind of stuff happens
Who's all in
and
the
they
house?
don't
An
understand that
unprecedented
this
night
could
of
have
violence
been avoided.
targeting Phoenix police officers. 9 officers
Totally could have
hurt in
been
an
avoided.
ambush-style shooting at a home in South Phoenix.
If I seem upset, I am. This is senseless, it doesn't need to happen, and it continues to happen over and over again.
The violence comes just 2 months after Phoenix police officer Tyler Moldovan was shot several times in the line of duty, and he continues to recover. Thank you for joining us
and
here on
please
Fox
click
10
that
News
like
at
button.
noon. The officer's not the only ones injured in this situation. A woman was also shot inside that house before police got there. In the middle of a shootout, a baby who is now okay. Nicole Garcia joins us live from the scene at 51st Avenue and Broadway with the very latest. Nicole, I don't ever remember a time when we had so many officers injured in a single incident.
That's right. Officers here on scene say this is, in most recent history, the most number of Phoenix police officers injured during a shooting incident. And as you can imagine, this is going to be a very complex and long investigation. Take a look behind me. This is still a very active scene. And right there, you can see that's the house where this all happened. You can see the holes and the cracks in the window, which happened during the standoff. So Phoenix police saying there were 2 separate shooting episodes at this house overnight. And in between, there was an ambush.
Ooh, that's a great question. So Jay Swift says, why wasn't there 2 cops on this situation responding as well? Well, number one, if you don't have the resources to where you got 2 to a car, that's first thing. Number 2, because, and a lot of times you got to realize too, those resources, and people don't realize this, but I'm going to go ahead and just say it. People don't really honestly, truly understand how few officers in certain areas, in certain cities, and in certain states, how few officers there are as far as the ratio of people. So when you have things like that, yeah, you can have cars everywhere. But when you have people in these cars, sometimes if you don't have the resources, depending on the shift, depending on the time of day, depending on who called off, who's sick, who's out with COVID, whatever the case may be, those people can affect how many people are in a car, how many people are actually on the job during that shift. So when you have things like this, you gotta go. When there's a shots fired, officer down, something like that, you gotta go to these calls. There's no, oh, I gotta wait for somebody else to come with me. If you by yourself, you're closest in proximity because that's what dispatch is looking at. Dispatch is looking at all of the cars in the areas in reference to where the calls are coming from. So if I got car number 4, or I got car number 9, or car Alpha Bravo is right, 4 blocks away from this address where I have a shooting, as the dispatcher, that's the first person I'm reaching out to. Yes, everyone will hear it, but I'm calling car 54 to go to that call. That's who I'm expecting. Because the dispatcher is going to see who's on, and then they're going to also see who's on a call. If you ain't on a call, closest one there, got to go. And sometimes, depending on the type of call that you on, like a traffic stop or something like that, they might tell your ass, man, fuck that ticket, get over here to such and such. So that's how that goes. So a lot of times that happens. Yes, Calvin, officers can have guns on their lights. Officers should have guns on their lights. However, that's all relative to what an officer feels comfortable with. Like me, I don't have a gun on this light. I mean, I don't have a light on this gun. But my home protection weapon, my handgun that I keep at my bedside, that gun has a light on it. It has a light and a laser. The reason being, if I get up at night, I don't want to have to try to find no light. Shit, put my hand on just like now. I was trying to find my goddamn flashlight, but I took it out of here because I was looking at my furnace the other day. But I don't want to have to do that. So I got my light on my gun already, and I'll show y'all that one day too. I'll get my Beretta and bring it in here. But I got that light on my gun and the laser on my gun already. So all I got to do is pick it up, and I'm going outside, and I'm going to the door, going to the window, wherever that noise came from, and literally it's like finger activated. I push it once, there's the light. Push it again, light goes off. Yep. So yes, officers that are on duty, especially you working nights, you should have a light you carry, but you should also have a light on your firearm because you never know when your light will go out. Always have 2 lights on. That's just how it should. That's just how it should be. Any police officer, y'all know what I'm talking about, but you should definitely have that. If you don't, as a police officer, spend the money, get yourself a goddamn light because you need to be able to see. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I only fuck with 2 lights. Take my word for it. You only fuck with these 2 lights. Stream light, and what's the name of the other one? God damn it. Oh shit. I know somebody know. Oh my God, I can't think of the name of that goddamn light. Somebody will put it in the chat because it's the main 2 ones. But if you get a stream light, you fuck with those. And the other light that somebody about to remind me of in just a second because it's the most popular one. But that's it. Don't be fucking around with all them other lights. Don't be fucking around with them off-brand lights. Because those lights, the light brand, it's the brand name of the lights. Hold on, let me see. If I Google it, I know the shit gonna come up. Hey Google, show me gun lights. Nope, I'm looking for the brand. It's not Olight. The shit is fucking, it's like I said, it's the most popular one. It's Streamlight, and the other one, god damn. Why am I not able to find this? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's showing me that because I've searched Streamlight. That's what I fuck with a lot. Oh, come on, somebody. It's not a TRL. It's not Armalite. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. I can't believe that I don't see this light. Magpul's are cool, too, but that is not the brand. Jesus Christ. All right, I'll find it, but I just got to keep looking. But that's just one of the things that I say you all officers should have that. Surefire. Thank you, 77. Thank you, Surefire. Surefire, Streamlight. I don't know about all them other lights. All them old lights, Tommy Light, Robbie Light, True Light, Firelight. I don't know about all of them. I know about them too. Surefire, fucking Streamlight. Those lights will work whether it's 100 degrees outside or whether it's 30 below. Them fucking lights work. Them lights fucking work. They work. They're bright. They're consistent. Go ahead and spend. Yes, they are expensive. Quan Light, Quan Low. No, I don't know about none of them lights. I don't know about them gay lights. Yeah, but a Surefire, and a Streamlight, them your 2. Get you one of those lights on your weapon and have one in your hand. You ain't got to have no big, long-ass KO light like you used to have. Them lights to whoop motherfuckers' asses with. Nope. But just a regular light, a Streamlight, fit in the palm of your hand. Like my light I had, it had the little glass thing on the back end of it where you can flip it around and you can break glass, break a window. You know, when I was knocking on motherfuckers' doors, trying to serve them warrants. What up with it, cuz? When I was trying to serve them warrants, we trying to lock niggas up. I turned that light around and be banging on that door. Boom, boom, boom. Wake your ass up. Come on outside. That's what I would do. And then when you flip it around, like I said, then that light will work. Push button, strobe, all that good stuff. You need to have that on there, especially when I was working at the sheriff's department. We be out in the motherfucking boondocks, out in the motherfucking weeds. You be out in the fucking cornfield. You want to be somewhere with your ass, mag lights were there back in the 80s. That's the mag lights. You want to be your ass out somewhere where if you get lost running out in them woods or running out in the field or some shit, and you need some help, somebody on whooping your ass and got the drop on you, you want to be able to turn that motherfucker to strobe and you want to be able to set that motherfucker down and that shit just be flashing so people can run to you. Save your ass. But I'm telling you, get you one of those lights and then in your bag, thank you for reminding me of this Verse Pro. in your bag, your ready bag, gun bag, whatever the case, whatever the fuck you got that you take to work with you, police officers. Put you a pack of batteries in that motherfucker. Because you, that one time, especially if you got one of those lights that got just one battery in it, if you got one of those, or you take two batteries, two AA batteries, take two AA batteries, put it in your motherfucking shirt pocket. Most police officers with their uniforms got shirt pockets. Or on your vest, if you got pockets on your vest, put them two batteries in there. Trust and believe. You don't want to be out going through a house. You don't want to be out looking through a field. You don't want to be out walking around some property and your light go out and you sitting there smacking your light like in the horror movie. You don't want to be doing that. So you want to make sure that you got your light and you got you a good light that works and you got your light batteries with you at all times. But definitely Surefire Streamlight.
A standoff situation, and a baby was involved. Now, let's break it down. It all started about 2 o'clock in the morning. That is the first shooting incident. Police responded to a 911 call about a woman who was shot inside the home. Police say the suspect invited the first officer on scene to go into the home to help the woman, but that turned out to be an ambush. Police say the suspect, he's only described as a man in his 30s, shot the officer several times. Thankfully, that officer was able to get away from the house. He's currently in critical condition at the hospital. Then the suspect barricaded himself inside the home. SWAT team members arrived on scene.
And here's the thing too, because I understand when you first on scene, and you the first one there, yes, you're trying, your biggest thing that you have to do, being that officer that's first on the scene, you have to assess what's going on. And I know a lot of times, a lot of police officers, you get real, you're amped up, your adrenaline's pumping, and you're trying to get in there to save the day or to stop whatever's going on. You want to find out what's happening. I get it. However, you have to take into account that whatever has happened or is happening, it already has happened or it's in progress of happening. Yes, seconds do count, but you still have to approach from a safety perspective to see what's going on. And one of the first things that you got to do is you got to check for hands for motherfuckers that's on site. Like we always say, hands are what hurt you. So if I'm getting there and there's 5 people there, first thing I want to do, let me see y'all hands. Get y'all fucking hands up. Get up against the wall. Well, I ain't did nothing. It's the person over there. I understand that, but I don't know that. I don't know who's a good guy and I don't know who's a bad guy. Get your fucking hands up before I have a problem with you. Somebody who's refusing that, that's where you got to stick and stay. You got 3 people in the room. You tell 3 people, hey man, get your hands up. Let me see y'all hands. Come on and stand over here on this wall. That one motherfucker that, man, I ain't did nothing. I ain't about to stand. That's your problem right now. Not the person who shot, not the woman who getting stabbed in the bedroom. That motherfucker that's telling you no is your problem right then and right there that you need to get resolved. And I don't give a fuck if you got to pull your gun on them. I don't give a fuck if you got to put handcuffs on, whatever the fucking case may be. That motherfucker that's not doing what you telling him to do is your problem, child, right then and there. Resolve it first. Or eliminate that motherfucker. Put your partner on them or something. If you by yourself, the investigation got to stop right there because you got an asshole who could potentially be a bad guy not complying with your commands, period. All that, if he wouldn't have been arguing with that person, he could have saved my auntie. Well, had that motherfucker did what the fuck I told him to do, I would now have been able to help your auntie. Yup, but this motherfucker didn't. Nigga got them fuck 12 attitudes and all that shit. Hey, man, fuck all that. You like that Cobra Commander shirt there? That boy Destro, baby. Yeah, my boy. What you talking about, boy? Yeah, buddy. But I'm just telling you, you can't deal with that bullshit when people are telling you, no, you got to stop and figure out what the fuck is going on. Because that person you try to walk by, going to help the motherfucker that's screaming, could be the very same motherfucker that starts to unload a gun on you when you turn your back.
Came a standoff. Hours later, at one point, another man who was in the home opened the front door. He put a baby on the doorstep inside a carrier. Yep. That man had his hands up and he was eventually detained. Police do not believe that that man was armed or fired any shots during this incident.
that's how it's ended.
Now, what you just saw and heard was the second shooting incident at this home. 4 police officers were approaching the house to get the baby to safety.
What up,
All
King
were
Cardell?
hit
Shout out
by
to my truckers
gunfire.
out there, baby.
Gunfire fired by the suspect. 2 other officers who were on scene returned fire. 4 officers, in addition to the ones that were shot, another 4 were injured by shrapnel and ricochet bullets during the gun battle. In the end, the gunman found dead inside the home. That brings us to a total of 9 officers hurt. 5 officers were directly hit by gunfire. 1 woman inside the house with gunshot wounds. And through it all, the baby. Bullets flying, but the baby was safe and unharmed.
And there you go. 5 officers shot. And here's my thing. Maybe it could have just been 1. If that first officer who arrived would have arrived tuck ready. I gotta say it. If that officer who arrived on the scene first would have arrived tuck ready, because it was shots fired already, person shot already, maybe he could have put Big Boy down with no shirt on and got the gut out there looking like CeeLo. Maybe he could have put him down. And we wouldn't be doing this. But now you got what? You got fallout from a series of unfortunate events that have taken place. Now you got more people now. Because I'm trying to arrive to the scene, being officer friendly, being officer nice guy, being officer Black Lives Matter. That's what the fuck happens to you.
Phoenix police say this is just yet another reminder of how dangerous and unpredictable their job is.
I think it just shows the type of person that decides to do this career. You know, it's not for the money. It's not for the accolades. It's a calling. These people choose this profession because something about it speaks to them and they want to help their community, they want to serve their community, and they realize that there are serious dangers associated with it. But it is hard. It's hard to see our brothers and sisters get hurt, and I know it's hard for the community to see community members hurt. You know, it's not just, we're not the only ones that were injured here today.
And that's my thing. I understand that it's a lot going on, and I understand that people, you know, don't want to get shot and all that, but here's the point. Police officers, y'all are arriving to the scene to enforce the law. Y'all are arriving to the scene to stop somebody from breaking the law. That's just, it's just that simple. Y'all didn't cause this. Y'all didn't do this. But you still have to approach the situation just like this is going to happen every time. Every time. If that police officer would have got out that car with his gun out, that could have even deterred that dude. But like, damn, this nigga got his gun out already. He ready to shoot a motherfucker. Maybe I'm going to chill. Show up ready for the worst. Fuck all that. He didn't even have to do him like that. Fuck all of that. You have to assume that the worst situation is taking place now, and that worst person, worst citizen, worst whoever is going to do the same thing to you. And I'm not telling you to go and be ready to shoot everybody, but goddamn it, be ready to shoot any and everybody. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because my thing is, having your gun out and being ready, now as the trained officer, the trained professional, you should be looking to see what the fuck is going on with everybody's hands. Who's following commands, who's not, who's shot, who's not. Let me find out what's going on. But because of the situation and because of the events that have occurred before I got there, I got to show up with my gun out. I got to. I have to. Because somebody like this, hey, will that happen every single time? Nope. But I sure would want to be prepared for the one time it does happen. I'm sure every last one of those officers who got shot, and the other 4 who got some type of, those 5 officers that got shot, and the other 4 that caught some shrapnel, I'm quite sure that they would have wanted to be prepared for that one.
And we recognize that.
And at this point, it's not known whether the gunman died within the exchange of gunfire with police or if his injuries were self-inflicted. Thankfully, miraculously, all 5 of the Phoenix police officers who were shot in this incident They are all expected to survive. This is a developing story. We're going to continue to follow this and bring you any updates as we learn about them. Reporting live in Phoenix, I'm Nicole Garcia, Fox 10 News.
And there you have it. And here's the thing. Yes, you have to realize that, hey, man, look, just like straight Sith Male said, honestly, my gun is my very last resort. Your gun should be your last resort until the situation calls for your gun to be your response. It's a response tool. That's all it is. And what I'm telling you is that taser shit, I never was a fan of the taser. Everybody know this. I've never been a taser fan. I do think that they have a place in the department, but I'm not a taser fan. I'm just not. I'm not fucking around with no taser that got a 50-50 chance of working. I'm not doing it. I'm just not gonna do it. And my thing is, I understand why people want to use it because you don't want to shoot somebody. But here's the thing. You have to take into account that if you're in a situation where there's somebody who is not complying, or if you're in a situation where someone's life is in danger, you need to be prepared to take that person's life. And if you're not, you don't need to be a cop. I'm just going to call it what it is. If you're a person that don't like guns, you don't need to be the police. If you're the person that don't want to shoot not want to shoot somebody, but don't have the testicular fortitude or don't have it in your spirit to shoot somebody, great. You don't need to be a cop. It's just like me. I don't like old dead bodies. Somebody that's freshly dead, a couple of hours, within 24 hours, cool. I ain't got no problem with that motherfucker. But somebody who been dead for 2 weeks, 3 months, motherfucker, when you go on them wellness checks and shit, I don't want to see that body. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to move it. Where it's all swole up to where if you touch the skin, it busts and all them fucking juices and shit come out. That fucking dead body smell that has been dead for 6 weeks, that smell is ridiculous. You never forget it. I don't do old dead. I don't like it. Fresh dead, I'm cool with it. But I don't like old dead. I understand that. I don't deal with it. That is why I could never be a mortician. I know this. You see what I'm getting at? If you're not willing to do what it takes in order to save your life or to save the life of one of your fellow officers or save the life of one of your citizens that you serve, you don't need to be the police. You have to be ready for this kind of shit. You do. You really do. Because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. So it's like, as police officers, you need to arrive on the scene prepared mentally for the worst and be prepared tactically for the worst. Will you always have to have your gun out when you come on a call? No, but if it's shots fired or somebody shot or somebody stabbed and there's a deadly weapon involved, you goddamn right you better arrive with your gun tucked ready. You damn right you should arrive tucked ready. Plain and simple. Why would you not? Because somebody won't feel at ease? Somebody want to feel better? Man, please. Because I'm sure as shit positive that dude there, he didn't give a fuck how nobody felt when he was waving that officer into the door. Come on, officer, come on, man. Here we go, right here, right here.
An unprecedented night of violence targeting Phoenix police officers. 9 officers hurt in an ambush.
Sorry about that. He didn't give a shit about how this officer was going to feel as he was waving his ass in, did he? When he was doing this shit, he wasn't giving a shit about how an officer felt. What Black Lives Matter, what activists, what city activists, what city mayor, what was anybody here trying to feel for this officer when this shit was happening? Who's marching for this officer? Who's demonstrating for this officer? Who's protesting for this officer that then got his ass shot up for no good fucking reason at all, except for the fact that a nigga wanted to shoot a police officer?
In the house. Huh? Who's all in the house?
It's me.
Who's you?
Huh? You tell me who's standing up for this guy, right? And you know the niggas that watch this, all they gonna say is, "Hey man, that come with the job, man. That's how I mean, shit. You chose that life, bro. You exactly right. And because I chose this life, because I answered this call, I should be the one to show up the way I want to fucking show up. And if that's with my goddamn gun out, shut the fuck up and move out my way, and do what I say." That's exactly what I mean. He said, Brian, what if a this comment said, Brian, what if a crisis team is with you and you get a call like this? What would you tell them to do? I would tell them to be my guest, be my guest. I suggest you wear your vest. Walk up to that fucking door and see what's happening. Be my guest, but I suggest you wear a vest because you don't know when a nigga's gonna start capping. That's what I would do. I would usher them motherfuckers in like an usher at church, hand behind my back saying, have your way. Crisis team, get your asses in there. Crisis team, go and resolve the crisis. That's what I would do. I'd step the fuck aside and wait for that cacao when this start happening. Then I'd step in. You hear motherfuckers yelling and screaming, fuck you, bitch. Oh, I hate you. I just want you to leave me alone. Crisis, go ahead. Go ahead. But I promise you this. You know why you don't see a crisis worker in these situations? Because crisis workers are crisis workers. They're not crazy people. And a crisis worker knows I'd be damned if I walk into a situation like this. I don't know this nigga. That's why you don't see crisis workers raising their hands saying, we'll do that job if they paid us to do it. We're crisis workers, god damn it. Nope, you won't see them doing it. Crisis workers are not dumb. They'll be on the phone with your. So you feel like you want to kill yourself, huh? Well, that's not going to do anybody any good. We'd all miss you, buddy. We don't want you to end your life. We want to speak life into your life. That's what a crisis worker going to do. Over the phone, talking in words of encouragement. Yep, that's what a crisis worker does. Walking your ass up to a domestic dispute. Crisis workers ain't trying to do that. I remember when they had that shit on what's that show on HBO? Not HBO, Showtime, The Chi, which is such a fucking farce. But when they had that shit on The Chi, where the brother and his trans girlfriend, they was now going around self-policing their community. Man, get the fuck out of here. Trying to make niggas believe that shit can work. Yeah, okay. Motherfucking domestic dispute take place. Motherfucker got the arguing and shit. What happened? Nigga shot the motherfucker. Took the fuck off. Where the crisis worker at for that? Coming in with your hands up. I just want to talk to you. Let me just reason with you. Right. If it was that easy, a motherfucker wouldn't have to go on. The police wouldn't get called on those calls. Period. I'm just telling you what it is. People don't understand what this job really entails until they actually work this job, or just go on a fucking, I tell you what, go on a fucking ride along. All you fucking activists, all you fucking Black Lives Matter motherfuckers, all you anti-police brutality motherfucking warriors, take y'all ass on a night, on a weekend, like a Friday or Saturday, hot weather. Take your ass on a ride along. In the hood. Don't go in them suburbs. Take your ass to the hood and go on a motherfucking call for the night. Spend you about 4 hours with an officer. Don't go at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't go on that shift. No, nigga. Take your ass on that night shift. Them motherfuckers that check on at 3 o'clock, you get on with them motherfuckers at 3 o'clock, or them motherfuckers that get on at 5 o'clock in the evening. Get your ass on that call when the sun done set, nigga. If you go on 2 motherfucking ride-alongs on a weekend when the sun done set and it's nighttime out there and see what the fuck it's really like. You motherfuckers that live out in your nice lavish suburbs, take your ass to the heart of the city. Take your ass to Inglewood. Take your ass into Roseland and go into them police districts and set up a ride along to go on a ride along with these motherfuckers. And see what it's really about. See who really about that life. See how it's really going down. All you white folks that like to go on safari, fuck going to see Bruno and the crazy chimpanzees at the abused sanctuary. No. I got a safari hunt for your ass. Take your ass on safari and go see the wild animals in Inglewood. Go see the wild animals in the Wild Hunnets. Go see the wild animals over on the east side. Go see them wild animals over in Park Manor. Take y'all asses over there. Go over in Roseland, West Pullman. Take your ass over in them areas and go see what the fucking orangutan. Go watch a BD for a night. Y'all know I ain't lying. Don't go see no lions on the Serengeti. Go see the GDs on King Drive. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. Don't go watch the hippos at night. Go watch them motherfucking BDs on O Block. That's what you go watch. Take your ass over there on 64th. Take your ass over there and watch them motherfuckers. That's what you go do. Don't sit back talking about, oh yes, we're gonna go and we're gonna give some shoes to some kids in the inner city. Now go help them motherfuckers that's on O Block in the Parkway Gardens. Go help them niggas. Fuck some gym shoes. Go over there and give out some first aid, motherfucker, to a night in the motherfucking projects. Take your ass out west and go over there and fuck with them niggas over in Austin. You want to talk about you want to be an activist and you helping out the community? Go help the community out when the community really needs your help. Stop marching in these motherfucking neighborhoods at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday with the news people out there. No. Take your ass on an anti-gun violence walk and protest at 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday when the weather's above 60. Huh? Where all the activists at when that shit going on? Ain't that funny? You can't, you go and see a little kid get shot and you can't walk 10 feet without bumping into a preacher or an activist that next morning. But that night, ain't no preachers out there then. Ain't no activists out there then. Ain't no politicians out there then. You don't see none of them motherfuckers. The only time you see them activists and them politicians is when they at the hospital where the news crew is at. The news crew don't even be out there. They take their ass to the hospital where them niggas got shot and getting wheeled off to. I'm standing in front of Roseland Community Hospital where 4 people were shot. I'm standing in front of the University of Chicago emergency room where 17 people were just shot. I'm standing in front of Little Company of Mary where I'm standing in front of St. Bernard's where 17-year-old Tyshae Jackson was just shot. Ain't that some shit? You don't catch them motherfuckers at the scene of the crime until the police there with everything roped off. Then the mamas and the aunties out there crying with their bonnets on. Why no? Hold on, I got you now, goddammit. You got your mamas and your aunties out there now. Why they doing this? Oh, they shouldn't. He was everything to me. He was my air that I breathe. Oh my God, Trayvon Tavius. That's what you see. Yeah, I don't know why they did that to him. Oh my God, he was just the nicest kid ever. Yes, he was returning fire, but they shot at him first. That's why he shot back. Right. Or you get the dumb one. Yeah, that was mine. He was just the sweetest kid. He was the funniest, the smartest. He light up any room. He was amazing. He was just the best of us all. He was so funny. He was the best. And they killed him. When y'all gonna put the guns down? When y'all gonna stop this? Put these guns down. Y'all get to stop this. The fuck out of here. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. You know good and goddamn well that little nigga was terrorizing everybody just like they motherfuckers that shot him was terrorizing everybody too. Them motherfuckers just crossed paths. What is it? An immovable, what is it? A movable force meets an immovable object or some shit like that and they crash, whatever the fuck that shit is. You know what I'm talking about. Yep, I don't know it. But that's when everybody want to go see what's going on, and everybody want to stand up, and everybody want to fight the good fight, and everybody now is turned activists once the sunlight comes out and the police out there got shit taped off. Oh, the police out there? Okay, now we can go report. Let me get my microphone. Oh, you say they got it roped off? Okay. What? This is WCWT. Now motherfuckers outside. You say they find the police and showed up now? Oh, okay, we go out there now. This is WHAT. What? News. And we are here live with. There was 17 people shot at this party. And WHAT. What? News is here reporting live. They do that shit when the police show up. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Thank you. Other than that, it's the police officers that are arriving on scene in the moment when the shit is thickest. Aside from the motherfuckers committing the crimes, the police are the motherfuckers getting there second. The only people who can get there before them are the people in the community, and you know that them motherfuckers don't. That's just what it is. And we have to take into account to say, hey, man, the motherfucker that shows up when the shit is thickest, you got to cut them motherfuckers some slack. You just do. I can't hold these motherfuckers to a standard that I'm not even willing to hold myself. They should have tried talking to him first. You try talking to this crazy motherfucker with a gun. You try talking to this motherfucker out here with acting like a goddamn tiger, killing everything in sight. You try to talk to him. You got a fucking Laquan McDonald walking around with a motherfucking knife and ain't listening to no motherfucking body. Do he deserve to get shot 16 fucking times? Hell no, but that nigga sure deserve about 4. Fuck you mean? I'm just saying, man. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that somebody can watch this and realize that, hey, man, your life and your safety when it comes to those people that are actually out there in the community, those people who've answered the call, the boys in blue, the guys who are out there on that blue line every single fucking day, the guys who answer the fucking 240 million fucking police calls that occur every year. I think that those guys should get a fucking break and get the benefit of the doubt for the most part and say, yes, there are a lot of those motherfuckers who need some training and some additional training, but the greater majority of them, upwards of 90%, they know what the fuck they doing and they keeping us, and they're keeping us from being in total fucking chaos each and every day. And I salute you motherfuckers for doing it. To the ones the fallen officers who lost their lives because of whether it was their fault or whether because they just didn't have a fucking chance in that situation, I thank you for your sacrifice. To those of you who get y'all asses up and work them 12 hours day in and day out, I thank you for your service. I'm getting sick and tired of people always talking shit about police officers and not thanking the motherfuckers who put their lives on the line every day for everybody's punk asses. Till you ready to put a jersey on? Fuck you. Shut up and say thank you. I'm Brian Redman. This is the Relationship Rehab. And I just want to say I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Till next time. Peace, and I'm out. I love y'all, man.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redman, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I
click that donate button.
Need
click
you
that like button
to do two things.
Click that subscribe
button. One of those
button.
two things, subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian?
As I said, so goddammit.
It's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything. Politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun.
Get your punk ass on over here and hang out with your boy. Peace and I'm out. I love y'all.